Doing all tree prepper here, so you can see this apple is a little old. I'm still gonna eat it. But that's not what I want to talk to you about. I got a really late start today. I'm not sure completely why. Maybe I'm just trying to recover from taking care of my dad. So I use this fucking knife for everything. My wife gave it to me for our 25th anniversary. So anytime you're gonna cut something up and eat it, I rinse the blade. But I wasn't gonna do anything today. Then I decided to fuck with the generator that I've been working on for 4 months now. Lo and behold, what did I find? Apparently when I was working on it before, I cut a wire. So I suspected that when I reconnected the wire, which I did, that it would start, and it did. So I put it all the way back together. Initially I was missing one half of the filtering system. So anytime you work on a carburetor or stuff, make sure you blow out the air filter and clean the air filter housing, which I did both. I am going to need to drain a little bit of oil because it's too full. It's not the end of the world. In addition to that, this is a really good thing for you to do right now. It's going to be springtime almost everywhere. It would be better if you did it after it stopped being cold in your area, so consider that. But check the air pressure on your tires. And more importantly, check the air pressure on your spares. Nothing worse than getting a flat tire and going to change your tire than your spare tire being flat too. Did a video on this a while back for my 4Runner, whatever reason, when it came from the fact that the goddamn air stem valve was facing up where you couldn't reach it. It's now facing down. It was fine. The left side of the 4Runner was lower than the right side. My 1 ton was 20 pounds light on the front left, front right, 10 pounds on both the duals on the left rear, and then on the right rear was 10 to 15 pounds light, and then a spare was down below 30. I've been neglecting it. It's been on my list of things to do. It's done. The spare tires that are not in the truck, that are just sitting on the ground, one was down below 10 pounds. It's back up to 50, and then the other one is 50, and then I have a spare tire for the Challenger that I sold that I'm trying to sell. So in the end, and I checked the tire pressures on my wife's Dodge. The front left was just below, it was like 25, so it was low. And then the spare tire was low as well. So the lesson here is check the tire pressures on your vehicles. I would say at least once a month, maybe every 2 months if you want to be lazy. And then more importantly, check the pressure on your spare. All right. So that's really the 2 things I got done today, other than watering the what do you call it? The plants that I have. And then at some point, we're supposed to get cold. Cold front's going to blow in tomorrow, and then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, like I think Monday is going to be 38, Tuesday and Wednesday is going to be in the low 40s. So, but that should be the last cold spell. What else? Fed the chickens. I had a really late start. I got up at 7. I was planning on going to the junkyard to look for some stuff, and then that shit didn't happen. I don't know if I'm just under so much stress with my friend being in the hospital. He went back into the ICU today, but we're going up tomorrow to see him. So, life is short, so make sure you enjoy at least part of it. All right. Information is knowledge and power. Oh, on the generator, it works. I must have cut it when I was cutting zip ties, but the issue is when you get to a point on something where you just can't figure it out and you're frustrated, walk away from it for a while. Now in this case, I walked away from it for almost a month because I had a bunch of other shit happen that I absolutely had to deal with. And then it was between my dad dying, my friend going in the hospital, me making trips up there to see him. There just wasn't enough time to do anything else. So walk away from it, take a break, and then go back at it and look at it. And while you've walked away from it, Take some time. You know, right now we got YouTube. There's videos all over the internet on how to work on generators. All right. If you don't know what you're doing, you need to be careful because you're dealing with gasoline and that shit explodes. But you know, just watch the videos, learn. You know, I'm decent at working on stuff, but I don't know everything, obviously. So when you take a break from it, walk away from it, and then go back to it. And we then took 4 screws off, lowered the control panel, found where the cut wire went to, stripped both wires, put them back together, put the cover back on. So 4 screws off, 4 screws back on. Push the start button, cranked right up. Let it run out of gas, and then I'll drain some oil from it, then it's ready to go. But my point is, take your time. And, you know, sometimes you don't have time to take your time, but sometimes you're going to be forced to. All right. Information is knowledge, power. Live a little, purple out, share the love. Cheap purple out.